Hi, Professor. Hi, class. Tonight we're going to discuss a little bit about communication styles, and I realized that my communication style is supportive. I'm someone who likes to listen first before I draw any type of conclusions, or I can run off the deep end sometimes on this end. And on this end, like I said, I don't like to put things together without hearing all the facts. I try to understand people before I react, and I do care about making sure everyone feels respected, appreciated, and, like I said, that I'm truly have my full attention and that I'm, listening to them. Um, I don't feel like unnecessary. I don't like an unnecessary conflict in the sense of if it's not something I try to pick and choose my battles. So I don't try to start an altercation, or not even an altercation, just going back and forth, or what I call agree to disagree type of thing if I don't have to. So I try to um, you know avoid it. And I usually try to keep things calm and positive for the most part. I'm a pretty positive person, and I try to see the positivity and positiveness in everything, um, which it is and can be a struggle. Um, since I want to become a project manager in the logistics field, we call that a loggy. So this style can actually be very helpful. In logistics, we deal with a lot of different teams, warehouses, drivers, direct sales, our clients. Um, and so communication is everything. If that's off, that's going to be that's the hub of what we do. So we're trying to get this, trying to source apart from here to there, or outsource, or see what's going on over here. We need this. It's a very communication based field, based job at that. So that's everything. So people don't feel comfortable speaking up. Small problems can turn into big problems. So being supportive helps to build trust, and trust helps teams work together, as we know. So another benefit that is that logistics can be stressful. So we know delays happen. Like, for instance, for now, here in Virginia, I would show you the camera outside, but it's literally currently snowing, and with huge flurries and some ice hails, which is I mean, I knew that there was going to be some rain around 5 p.m., but I didn't know that there'd be snow at 7:30 p.m. up until now. Um, so again, those things are, go hand in hand with an instant where delays can happen. Um, and things get messed up. You have to make the best out of it, make the most out of it. Things going wrong. So being supportive helps me stay calm and focus on solutions instead of like blaming people. And that creates a better working environment. But there are also downsides. Um, so logistics, speaking of that again, which is the field I want to go into, it moves pretty fast, as I said. So sometimes decisions need to be made quickly. You don't have, you know, there's a deadline, so have to make that decision pretty quick. And if I focus on too much of being supportive, I might avoid being direct when I need to be. So that could be a downside. Um, you know, for instance, if it's a catch-22, in my opinion. So yeah, that's definitely a downside when, I want to be supportive as possible, but it may not be that top tier supportiveness in a situation like that when there things need to be moving quickly and it's a dire need. So I might avoid being direct when I need to be. I might hesitate to call someone out if they miss a deadline. And in logistics, of course, as I said, and we know, that can cause confusion. So because of that, the communication style, I would be willing to flex into is a directive style. Um, Project managers need to give clear instructions and make firm decisions. So, for the reasons I just stated earlier, that is very important, and it's detrimental in the mission, whether it's an emergency situation or it's a routine thing. Either way, those um, decisions have to be made. So, flexing into this style would help me set expectations clearly, um, hold people accountable, and make quick calls when necessary. So, but I don't want to stop being supportive. It does help me in my personal life too, as well. And I don't want to stop being supportive when it comes to the workplace. And, I think that that is one of my strengths. So, but I do think balance with anything, is very important. So, um, um, balancing that supportive and directive style will make me a stronger leader and follower, because I think to be a great leader, you need to be a great follower. So that would help me be a stronger leader in logistics. So overall, this assignment just helped me realize that flexibility and communication is so important, and different situations require different approaches. So being aware of those issues and the ways of approaching will help me grow professionally. Thank you, everyone. Have a good one.